Hi, this is Raj, Unleashing Talent, and welcome back on another podcast. Well, today we would talk about how to manage time effectively. I think that is correct. All of us have this similar amount of time, but all of us do not know how to manage time. Some of us do it pretty well, some of us may not. So, what's your plan for 2022? And it is something like I was having some issues with my cell phone. It was not working well. Sometimes it was hanging. I was almost at a situation where I had to sell this phone off or throw it away and take another phone. But then I realized that let's do a little bit of research on this phone. So I went through the applications and things like that. And suddenly I thought, why don't I reset this phone? So I saved some of my important data and then I clicked on the reset button. When I did that, and after some times the phone went off and then it got switched on, and then I think the performance of my phone is much better than before. I can actually put the decision of buying another phone, you know, for sometimes I can put it on hold. So what it means is, we are also something like, phone. If you use that analogy, it is basically, are you going to do things this year the way you have been doing it for many years, or do you want to change? That you have two options. If you continue to do the same thing, you will have the same results. If you do things differently, you will have the different results, right? So people ask me, give us something about time management. How do we manage it effectively? Remember, if you don't manage your time effectively, you cannot reach your goal. You have a vision, you have a goal, and you want to reach that. Maybe you are a leader, you are a manager, or you are a student, you are a career aspirant, you want to do something in life. And to accomplish your goal, you need to do set of tasks. You need to do set of things, right? So 4 or 5 things that are important for you. Number one, when you're looking at different things that you do, different tasks that you do, right? How do you prioritize your tasks? Remember these 5 things. Number one, how important is that task? Okay? Measure your task on a scale of importance. Whatever you are doing, आप क्या कर रहे हो? देखो वो important, कितना important. Second, how urgent is that? Number 2 is how urgent is that? Number 3, something that is not urgent, something that is not important. So first 4 things, how important it is, how urgent it is. 2, number 3, something that is not urgent, something that is not important. 4, what is number 5? Number 5 is very important for you. This is called time wasters, right? What are the things that are wasting your time? And you will find that, it's like a phone. You've got some kind of virus there. So it is pulling time. Different applications are pulling you in different directions. It is slowing down your performance, right? It is something like that, I believe. So you have to keep in mind, what are the time wasters? Now come back to the time management metrics. This is also advised by Stephen Covey in one of his books, this 7 habits of highly effective people, the time metrics. So something that is very important and very urgent, you have to do it now. Remember, something that is very important and very urgent, you have to do it now. Now something that is not important, not urgent, that is another quadrant. So what do you do with that? Do you ignore it or you delete it? Now, the question I'm asking you is, are you spending most of your time, or in other words, what percentage of your time you're spending on something which is not urgent and not important? So, if you have to do a task, take a paper, put a cross, right? And then write in left top corner what is important and what is urgent. Now you can do this for a week plan or for a month plan or maybe for a year plan. What are things that are important for you? What are the things that are urgent for you? what are the things that are important also and urgent also for you. You write down. Let's just start with three. Three things that are important for you. Three things that are urgent for you. Three things that are not urgent for you. Three things that are not important for you. The moment you write this on a piece of paper, it will change your entire perspective. You would suddenly realize that large amount of your time is going on something which is not urgent and which is not important. That is killing you. That's what will become the reason for your failure or for being unsuccessful. Now, something that is very important, but it is not urgent. So you can schedule that, right? You can plan. Something which is very urgent, but it is not important. You can ask somebody else to do it. It is something like taking help of somebody else. Hope you understand the concept of time management. I repeat, what is very urgent and very important things to do now. Another important thing. Today something is not urgent, but it is important. It is important that you should learn A, B, C, D, but it is not urgent. But remember, anything that is important today, tomorrow it can become urgent. So things that are important for you, start working on them now. The moment things get into an urgent zone, you are working in the 11th hour, right? That's not a great place to do, but you have to do. There is no other choice. Things have become very urgent now. You have to resolve now. Firefighting. Something has happened. In the organization, that situation will come. In personal life also that comes, right? There's no other option. You have to do it urgently now. Now, why that happened? Because when it was important, you did not pay attention to it. So today it has become very urgent for you. So I hope this concept will help you manage your time more effectively. Whatever you're doing, whatever you are planning, you are in a business, or you are a CEO, or you are a manager, or you are just a student, or you're planning your future, or you're preparing for civil services, or MBAs or engineering. You have to do certain things. You have to plan certain things. You have to have a plan with you. So you have to think, and then you have to plan, and then you have to strategize, and then you have to take actions. But what happens? Immediately you have the time wasters. I remember going onto the Facebook. We all do that, right? Sometimes some people do Facebook, some Google, some YouTube or Instagram and things like that. And suddenly you realize, oh my God, you just watched one video, but you actually watched 100 videos and 1 hour is gone. You're feeling fatigued and tired, and it's time waster. So always look at what is it that is working as time wasters. Scrap it out. Useless. Now there's something called external factors. These are external factors. They will always work on you. They will be the barriers in your way. So you have to get rid of them. Manage your time effectively, and you can be successful. All it takes is take a plain sheet of paper, draw a cross, and write down things that are important for you, things that are urgent for you, things that are not important, not urgent for you, looking at your goal. And what are some of the time wasters? I'm sure you will find 1 or 2 time wasters, right? It could be unnecessarily communicating with people. It is over communicating with people. It's just sitting, just thinking about, if situation will change, I will change. So the time wasters could be anything. It will pull you. It is like those applications that are taking your taking your battery life. So hopefully you like this short discussion. This is my first podcast for 2022, and someone asked me, can you say something about time management? So this is what I thought might be helpful. Take care. Thank you. Wish you good luck. Manage your time more effectively. Thanks.